Welcome to the BacStalk tutorial on making and exporting nice publication grade images. So if you want to make nice publication grade images, of course you first have to go through the data visualization. So please have a look at our other tutorials on making histograms, scatter plots, demographs, and chymographs first. So for now we will look at the histogram. In this histogram we can change many things in the plot using this edit plot feature of Matlab. So if you have the standalone version of BacStalk, unfortunately this is not available. So using this cursor you can change many things, such as the location of the label, but also what the label exactly reads. And one can also change many things in the plot. So for instance, we would like to look at those bars. Maybe we would like to give them a different color, or make the bars a little thinner. So we could do this there. We can also change the axis. So for the counts axis, maybe we would like to change this. Make some additional ticks, this is also an option. So maybe it's 75. And then one can also make a title for the graph, which then appears above the graph here. The color can be changed if all the letter work, and we can also introduce a grid here. If you would like to change the color of the grid lines or something else, you can always have a look at more properties, and in this case we find the grid color over there. So now we would like to export and save this image. So first we undock it, and now we get back to a view that you can also access when you don't have Matlab installed on your computer. So we would go to File and Export Setup now. Here we can change many things of the saved figure in the end. So maybe we would like to have the figure to have a certain size, for instance 8 by 6 centimeters. And of course we would like the image to have a nice resolution, so we could go for 300 or 600 dpi. We can change also the background color here, so custom it's white. And if you would like to remove this later on, this is also an option. It's a separate layer in your Illustrator file. We can then use a specific font size. And we can also choose the font, so there's many different options here. Then we can still set the line width, so maybe we would like some thinner lines here, and reapply it to the figure. So now we have our figure that we would like to export. If we like this style with, for instance, this line width and the size and font, we can save it as a default here, and we can then enter or can find back this later on and make all our images look the same. So now then, of course, finally we want to export this, and we can save it, for instance, as EPS. So now we would like to show you something in the color map. So for this we'll make a chymograph first. And of course it's an option to change color maps here, but there's only limited possibilities, and if you want to do something else you can do this by the Matlab built-in plot editor. So you can go to Edit, Color Map, and here what you see are the minimum and the maximum values for, in this case, the YFP channel that are inside the cells that we have selected in our chymograph. So this maximum value correlates to the yellow over here, and this minimum 0 is indicated in blue in this Parula color map. So we can choose from many different standard color maps here. So let's go for autumn now. And those standard color maps can then also be edited. So let's say we don't like this so much. Of course the cells are not so easily seen here. So maybe we add an extra color here. And then by clicking on it we can select the color. So now the cell outlines already show up. So now maybe we don't like this red background here. So there's a trick how to make the background a different color. So just add the second color swatch immediately next to the first one and click the first one And then we can make this, for instance, white. So once you've learned all this, good luck with making your publication grade images, and we hope you like BacStalk.